Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So you're probably thinking, what on earth is that on her desk? It is a box. I'm so pleased with myself. This is the first time I've ever made a box like this. And it is to pop in the pens that I got from Craspire. So I thought I would show you guys, because if you were to go on Craspire and get some of these pens and wanted to gift them out to friends and family, then you know, it's a really easy way in which to create a box for them to go in. Yeah, and what I'll probably do, because I'm actually going to create a box for all the pens, so that they sit in my drawer so they don't get damaged. It's another good way of keeping them from getting damaged. So I thought that if we put some tissue paper around the pen and pop it in, how nice would that be? So that is what we've done. So as you can see, that is the white one. Honestly, I've got all the card out, and I've got card out to match it up with every single one. So let's do the black one next. So the black, you only need one sheet of cardstock, and it's one thing that I really love about this. You do need a scoreboard. However, if you feel comfortable to do it with just a ruler, then you go for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I did first. Now, I'm going to do it on the back, on the white bit. So I'm wanting this to be an inch square box. But first of all, we need a tab in which to glue it together. So I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. So we've got a really good tab in which we can stick our box together, and so that's at 1/2 inch. I'm then going to score at 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, 3.5 inches, and 4.5 inches, and that is it. That's all we're going to do on that side. Then where that score line is for the 4.5 inches, we're just going to cut it down. So we're going to cut off the excess because we don't need that bit, so that bit can be moved. Once that's done, we're going to turn it, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch, and then we're going to score at 1.5 inches. We then, now what I did is I got the pen and I popped the pen in where that score line was of the maximum width that it could be. So it turns out that this can be, we want it at 9.5. So you're scoring at 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 9.5 inches, 10.5 inches, and 11. So that's what we're scoring at on this side. And then where that 11 is, we're just going to cut this off because we don't need that. And that is essentially our box. Now I know it doesn't look like anything, guys, but it will. Like I said, I'm so chuffed. I cannot believe I managed to work this out. So I was really pleased with it. So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to score all, not score, we've already scored. We're going to just burnish all of those score lines so that they're all done. It just makes life easier. Then we're going to do the same at each end. So make sure they're nicely burnished. And then all that means is that it's going to be so much easier when we come to it. I'm going to just grab my smaller scissors. Now, what we want to do, let me get a pen. I'm going to use a black pen just so that you can see. So we want to cut out this bit. So we want to cut out this bit. We want to create a flap here. So we'll cut all of this bit out. We want to cut down there and down there, and then we want to create a flap there and cut this bit out. So all of this bit here that I've marked off is where we're going to cut and get rid of, and we're going to do it to both sides. So we're going to start off by going all the way down, and you want to go to that corner bit there, just there, and then I'm just going to cut down where that line is. So get rid of that, we don't need it. And then you just want to put that in at an angle. And you want to do the same to the other side. Now, I do know that my drawing is terrible. So, yeah, I do apologise. But we are essentially just making our flaps for the lid. So you end up with, okay, with that. So that, I would say, is just a little bit, there we go. So that's what you're going to end up with. And you want to do this to both sides. So cut down your score line all the way to that joint there. And then we're going to cut a wedge out. We're going to cut a wedge out on that side. And a little wedge just there. And then make that shorter. A little wedge there. And then big wedge. This is just the way that I do it. And then we're going to cut that out all the way to there, and then just a wedge there. So that then creates our two ends. And then this is where we glue them together. So what I found is if you just roll that over, I'm going to grab my glue. So we're going to just glue this down and put plenty on there. Now, red liner tape's probably going to be a better option, and then fold it in half, and that will actually sit on there quite nicely. And the good thing about doing it this way is if you haven't cut that line right, because I haven't used a trimmer, this will tell you. So then we just trim along there like that. Really press that down, and you should be able to push it down from all sides, and it will just, yeah, sit nicely. And there is our square box. Now what I did, because these bits on the end, they just tuck in like that, but what I did was on one of the ends I actually glued it into place, because I just felt like I wanted it to be glued. So I will do that again. But yeah, how cute is that? So I'm just going to open that up. I'm just going to pop some glue on. And the only reason why you don't have to do this, this is just personal choice. The reason why I'm doing it is because I don't want it so that both ends can fall out and then the pen fall out of it and smash. That is not what I want. And then, so I put that in. Let's open that back up. I'm just going to grab my ruler and just sort of push those side bits in, just so that I know that it is secure. Then now that that's done, we then get our pen. Where have I put my pen? Right, oh, I put it back over here. And we just pop that in there, fold that over, and there we have our case for our pen, and also a really nice gift box. How lovely is that? So now I've got the white and the black pen all covered, and they're actually the same size, which is quite cool. So I'm going to make another one with you. So let's do I'm going to do the red next. So let's do the red pen next. So let me just get rid of these bits, and yeah, let's create another box. But it's really fun. So I just love it how they've turned out. So we want to go on the short side first, and what we're going to do, you're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, 3.5 inches, and 4.5 inches. And then that 4.5 inch line we're going to trim. So we're just going to cut it down. Now you can use a trimmer for this, or you can do it exactly the same way as I am. So there's that. You then want to rotate it, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 1.5 inches. And then we're going to score at 9.5 inches, 10.5 inches, and at 11 inches. And then where that 11 inches is, we are just going to cut that little bit off because we don't need that. So that is all we're going to do. So essentially you're needing a piece of cardstock that measures 11 inches by 4.5 inches. So an American sheet of paper. So yeah, would actually create 2 boxes, which I think is just fab, but UK A4 will only create 1. So burnish all of your score lines. So that's what we're going to do now. And we're just going to fold all of them. Okay, like that. Now, once you've done that, we're then going to cut out the bits that we don't need. So we're going to cut down 1, 2, and 3 to that corner there. And we're going to cut just halfway down that third one, like that. And then we're going to cut a slither out, because it makes it fit into the box better and on the same size as well as that top little flap. We're going to do the same, do a notch and then another notch, and then we're going to cut out a notch on that side. So there is our box. So I've actually done it one over, but that is fine. It's just the way that it's turned out. Actually, I think that might have been, no, it should be fine. So let's do that again. So this is the 3rd time now that I've made this, so yeah, I don't think I've done too bad. So we're going to cut those bits out that we don't need. Now that we've done that, okay, let's get rid of our bits and pieces because we don't need them. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to fold this bit over. We're going to pop glue on, like so. And then I'm just going to fold that in half and we're going to stick that down. So as you can see, it doesn't matter that I use that flat bit because it'll still fit in nicely. Oh, look at that, I cut that one perfectly. It'll still fit in nicely where we need it to fit in. So making sure that's all nicely pressed down. So I'm just going to do it all the different ways. There we go. And then we're just going to fold these bits and pop them in there like that. So that's one end, and then we're going to do the same to the other end. And as you can see, that then creates a really nice box. But just for security, one side is going to be glued. Just because glass pens are going into it, that's the only reason why I'm gluing this down. So yeah, and then take that out, grab the red pen, and then we're going to pop that in and close it up. So how cool is that? So now these can just stay in my drawer like this. And I can just pick one out. It keeps them protected. It stops anything happening to them. And if you wanted to gift them out to any friends or family, then you can. It's just such a nice little box. So yeah, so I just thought I'd come on quickly and show you how, if you wanted to get yourself a set of these pens, the link is in the description box below. There was 9 pens in the set, all absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous colours. I love that teal. Have we got any more? Yes, we do. We've got a clear one as well. So there was, yeah, 9 gorgeous pens. And yeah, I mean, how nice are them? So you could get yourself some, keep some for yourself, and then create some for Christmas presents for that crafter. So, you know, Kate would love one of these. I have actually already got one. I got one from when I went in to Italy with Claire, and she loves it. So perfect for a writer, but yeah, and also perfect for a crafter because they work brilliantly. Oh, they're gorgeous. Let me, where's the ink? Right, so I've got some ink here. I'm just going to show you because it's just, yeah, they are absolutely beautiful. I'll use the teal one. Why not? And surprisingly, they feel like, you would think that, you know, they would feel like they're broken apart, but oh, they're not. They hold loads of ink. So as always write my name. But yeah, how gorgeous that. Just writes beautifully. I love it. I don't know what else to write. Let's write shiny silver treasures. Oh, that's nice. There we go. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? Another heart. And the ink is still gone. And look at this. We can actually colour that heart in quite nicely. So yeah, how cool is that? Let's write Lucy. Why not? And then let's write Kate, Adam, little lady. I mean, the ink's still gone. It looks like the ink's come off, but yeah, it's still gone. So I'll just do fake handwriting. And you can still see we're still going. Oh, there we go. Oh no, we're still going. I'm trying to get it to run out for you guys. But yeah, there we are. Now you would need, no you wouldn't. So yeah, so they hold loads and loads of ink. But how nice is that if you're into, all you have to do is just slightly turn it. And it, yeah. So you can see how much ink. We are coming to the end. You can see that it's sort of coming down to the end. But yeah, I just wanted you to see that they are absolutely fab. There's a tiny little bit ink. Yeah, right, no, we're going. Are we running out? Have we run out? I think we've run out. We've run out. We've finally run out. So there you go, lots and lots of ink can be held on these, which I just think is just a fabulous. And the other thing that I love, they came very well packaged as well, which I'm absolutely chuffed to bits about. So I just clean that off. But I do love the fact that, and I've lost it. How could I lose it? You have these plastic end bits, but no, oh there it is. In which you can just pop back on. And it protects the tip of it. So there you have it. So that is it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, I will leave links there in the description box below. So if you are wanting to grab yourself a set of these, then you can do so. But yeah, just such a beautiful, beautiful gift, I think. Definitely. Anyway, I'm gone. I'll stop rabbiting on now. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, everybody, happy crafting. Bye.